As you can see, he's over there yelling, "Looky here, Hero of the Radiance, Toon Link Dave, turn up, boy!" Wait for it, he's gonna, boy! So, I'm the United States Savior. That's him too. Go ahead and play the music that you're gonna play. He's gonna play it and we're still gonna hear it here. Do it. Push the button. Do it, you coward. Push the button. They can't hear you anyway. It's all Dirk's fault. Welcome to the Danganronpa Hunger Games. First and foremost, let me talk to you. This was also my bad. Dirk, after leaving, unplugged everything on the set, saying, let me put things in a neat and orderly fashion in the Hunger Games before I go. So, I mean, I plugged it all back in. However, what I didn't notice is that after he unplugged everything, my microphone was not. It was not picking up, so that's the thing. That being said, we make the most of the tricky situation. This whole episode was recorded by me, Friday, and well, it was an episode where everyone had a sword because we were carving turkeys and whatnot. And it was a much more succinct thing that was going on here. But you know, here's all of the competitors, and they're gonna be here, and it's gonna be fantastic. The champions are here, and it's fantastic. And we're like, who would either, because we're right on the cusp, around the corner from Thanksgiving, so I was like, we gotta prepare the food, we gotta start preparing right now, so we're carving turkeys, and what better way to use an item than to carve it with the big old knife. So let's get into it. Again, I've introduced everyone once before, and we're gonna do this whole thing again. Surprisingly enough, I still have the tab open, so I'm able to go back and actually read through the game on like a big screen, but I'm also looking at me on the other side, and I'm gonna try and sync up everything that's happened. So you'll see me over here, but you'll also see me over there. We got dinner party, we got couples counseling, we've got high flying, big gremlin energy, we got flower power. Who else do we have? Is that Damnation? We sure do. Kid Rock. That looks like the water boy with the sleeves and the Monosuke. We got the Red Bear and the Mika. We got Where There's Smoke. We got the Virtual Idols. We got the cut above the, oh my gosh, is that Miss Mai? She's in this episode? No, dang. Pardon me. We got Snapshot. We got Fashion Fraud. Let Him Cook. We have the bad ones over there. We got the redhead with the, he's a face, I'm surprised. We got Shoma as well. We got the IT Club. We got the professionals. We have Perfect Pitch. That's them. That's correct. We got anything for her. We got the Ghost Zone. I'm going Ghost. We got What I Go to School For with no Kawakami. That's what I really go to school for. Yeah. We got Time and Space. Makoto, Team Makoto. We got the Ghostbusters. We have Monokuma and Eggman. I Hate That Hedgehog. We have Crystal Clear. We have Gamble Pays Off. We have So the Story Goes with no so, but the story's still going. Shincho's here because, not because he's cutting the turkey, it's because I don't like his cut. We got Hajime, and we got, or rather Bajime and Yuma. We got, the small companions. We have, the pimp team with the ones. We have Taka and Leon. We got Furina. Please come home for Twitch AV. He's been rocking in fetal position trying to get you. We got Sato and Sayek. I'm gonna have fun with this episode actually. We got the baseball bands in that other team. We got Kazuha and Mitarai. We got the new champion through Dirk Madison Shenanigans. He's really making his mark, isn't he? We got live entrance, music theory, unorthodox upbringings, and we have the last two, Tenko and Natsumi here. The music goes down and I say, hey, it's my bad. I was part where I was saying all of this. I was like, man, it's really my bad. But you know what? Maybe it's also Dirk's bad. This is the part where I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. We gonna start this thing and it's gonna be fantastic. Oh yeah. We did not give him the password. I did not write it down. In my estimate, I was like, oh yeah, he'll just touch the thing, because that's how I always open it. I barely have to use the password. Every so often it locks, but usually when it locks, Thursday has already put in the password, so it's still able to be unlocked with my fingerprint. So I never really have to worry about the password. And then I realized, uh-oh, Dirk might. That being said, me over there is about to spin that wheel, so you'll still see it on the screen. We're gonna spin that bad boy, and it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be glorious, and it's gonna be the wheel right here. it is a 25% chance if this wheel hits that our Agents of Chaos will force the Tag Team Champions Dinner Party to put that title on the line. Will they do that? Will that be going on? Will that happen right here, right now? As the wheel goes on, we see that's real close. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, it hit in this episode?
Which do you not like more? Being ignored or ghosts? I don't like ghosts more.
Sucks to be you.
Can't chicken out now. If you don't forgive me, does that mean you hate me? Well, with all the despair I've felt so far, I've prepared myself.
Fine, I'll fucking do it.
Yes, he did indeed do it. He did the thing. The wheel hit, and that is why usually I'd be like, well, that really sucks. I'm gonna have to do exactly what I'm doing right now, but like I still need like me reactions here because, well, it's a championship episode. Which is why it's so unfortunate this has happened, but it is what it is. Look at this man's. He was like, you know what? It's chilly. Let's trade in our championship jacket this time for a nice little championship pancake sweater. And I was like, oh yeah, man. At the time, I thought it was hilarious. I thought that man still looked good out there. I'll tell you what, he's looking pretty great. I will admit. Oh. Yeah, I guess it is a championship episode. Hold on, listen to this music. Okay, okay. All right. First and foremost, you know what this means. Dinner Party, their tag team championships on the line, as well as Mew being inserted into this episode because of the Agent of Chaos perk. When it rains, all three of them get to be in the episode. Will the numbers advantage work out for them? It is a game of 89. I don't know if that's really going to help them too much, but if there's someone you don't bet against, if someone you don't count out, that's Miss Muaruma, that's Mr. Yuta, Asahina, and that is Jotaro, Schmalmans. Kimeru? I think it starts with a K. I don't remember his last name. I really don't. I just know he's the mask boy. That being said, will he be the championship boy again? Because he is kind of the king of tag team action. Will that be the case today? First of all, make your picks in the comments. I'm making my picks in the past back then, and I'm making them right now. For first, I picked the Ghost Zone. So give me Corey from the Ghost Zone. I feel like they're gonna win, but they're not gonna win. They're gonna win via some ghostly shenanigans. For second, I'm actually gonna take Sato. Sato, I'm gonna take mainly because Sato is a champion in her own right, a tag team champion in her own right. I think she's gonna do it with a different partner this time around. Show what she's really got. Last but not least, we're gonna show off and we're gonna show forth. I'm gonna pick Monodam. That's my third pick. Monodam is about to win this one. It's going to be absolutely glorious. That being said, it's really about time to start this thing. Because, you know, I got to voice over this whole episode. So are you ready? The tag team titles are on the line. Let's get the show on the road. I'm going to try and keep up with myself. It's going to be a very difficult and a harrowing experience, but if there's anyone who can do it, it's this man's right here, right now. So, let's do just that. So, I guess first and foremost, we actually have to let the horns do their thing. So, horn bearers, if you could please, you know how you sound the horns? You do that every once in a... Celeste, honey, for real, sound the horns, just get him out here. Come on, you know what you're doing. Play the music. You're like, if you horn bearers, where are y'all at? I was about to say, what is he laughing about? What is he rubbing his hands about? I know that's me, but like I don't remember plotting like this. Why am I doing this? What was I thinking? Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna make some really good hindsight jokes. This is a harrowing experience, however, Celeste eats something she didn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. Panette, most round uselessly, as Zhongli puts a death color on Kaito while he's asleep. That's not good for him. Sato picks up his knee and cooling in various places. And, and pick things up she's gonna do. Hiro gives Yuta the various things that he's found. She builds stuff out of it. Great Gozu uses a mysterious ass to knock out Maskoto and Togami. Duck calls on them. Natsumi twiddles her thumbs. Kazuichi can't open to admire his own genius. He's a brilliant man. Mukuro wants it end already. Crazy Uncle, her bad brain turns into a horrible person, and this is where we look at Kaede. Kaede's dangerous as a monster heel. Don't forget we have monster heel in play. We have faces and heels in play. Tenko and Chiaki charge Kaede from both sides, and she's able to double powerbomb them off of a cliff, which is tragic to say the least. Chisa is ready to defend her friends. Genkang takes off of Teru. Taichi tries to kill Rosario, but Rosario retaliates and kills him instead. Which is very fitting for Rosario in hindsight. Actually, attacking with the swapping in the behind, yeah, that sounds about right. Monokuma's on the verge of snapping. Shiki wants this to be over already. Nightwing finds my climate change remote. Where'd you find that? Monotaro doesn't really understand what's happening, rather. Yuma has been hot on Noir's trail for days now. Noir thinks she's gotten away, but Yuma's deduced her location, delivered the final blow. Ruka finds a big old stick and immediately beats Kizzy in the head with that big old stick. Kizzy's dazed. Kizzy's feeling dizzy. Xingqiao. Yeah, I love hindsight, me. God, that's funny. Xingqiao looks around, strips ground. Samuki finds some rats in a cave. She's got an army of them. Sayaka artfully slices Maru in two with her sword. Kazuha finds a table. Maskoto finds some leather scraps. And you know what? I think he can kind of make that work. I think that fits him. Monofini swooshes the air with her sword. Kokichi finds a suit of medieval armor and puts it on and gleams with a dazzling shine. Alice finds a plank of wood. Wait, no, that's a seesaw. Alice, do not fall into the footsteps. I know you have a sister that you love, but like, oh my god, Chi-Chi is glad to rely on Karumi. That's the tag team right there. Anna tries to kill Kokichi, but Kokichi's night armor diverts the blow. Monosuke finds us all below his concern. Kana isn't sure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her hair out. Are you kidding? Togami just found a flamethrower. See if anybody gets in his way now. Mondo accepts the channel as Mondo gains the power of Persona. Mika uses a mysterious action that got Maki and Kibo in her to put death colors on the both of them. Futaba's thinking plans to get out of here. Peko feels strong enough to handle just about anything. Something inside of Toko snaps, and your girl, she's crazy, she's frenzied, and she's gone Genocide Jack style on everybody. Noir's dead. Yosuke tries to kill Mitsuru, but Mitsuru pays him off. Yosuke's like, a 1, a 2, a 3, I'm rich. Mitsurai gets a persona. Teru tries to get others to notice him. Monodam has been running seen the heels running wild, is determined to make things right, and turns face, surprisingly enough. Monodam with the face turn. Alright, I see you. I'm not gonna write this down again, but like, I wrote it down the first time. Look at me, write your name down right there, Monodam. That man's turning face right there. He's a good guy. He's a good being. He's the beaniest of them all. He is a true being. Yunjin finds a bow and some arrows. Masaru finds a magic wand. Yosuke doesn't understand why Kaito is searching for junk when he can simply just buy it, because he's got all the funds now. And as Kaito's searching that junk, Furina murders him. But she still needs to come home. Paimon trips and falls flat on her face. Mashu sneaks up on Shuichi. Shuichi's known he's been followed for ages now. Takes out the face of Masaru. Makoto finds a handgun, just enough bullets to be useful. Haiji is tired of the others and everything. And Haiji turns heel, which admittedly fitting. Admittedly, is fitting. That man's, I kind of expect him to do a little heel turn. That is what he does. Me, if you don't write that man's down, that heel, you better put his name down, say that is a heel right there. Haiji right there is a heel. Arkanzi Great Patrol and Monokin and grant him a Hydro Vision. Mukuro cuts off Ayato's arm, but Ayato still has the other one. Ayato slices through Mukuro. Goodness gracious, I like to imagine that, like, oh, I'm doing the exact same thing! Then she slices through his arm, and through his sleeves the water comes out, just the water arm instead. Gosh darn it! We have the same brain! Maki's got the demon summoning circle. Kori attempts to take down Kaede. She drags him to a cave. The cave ignites. Only Kaede walks out. March 7th. Looks up at a tree, sees Mitsuto hanging around. Munakata and Mai get into an argument over who should be in charge. Rosario and Maki ambush Makoto, killing him. Mai somehow finds a bunch of tactical combat gear and equips it. My god. Yuta knocks out Kaede in a fistfight, puts a death call on her. Taka accepts a shadow as Taka against the power persona. So does Gundam. Gundam also gets persona. There's a lot of personas going on. Kaede searches for anyone who can get this collar off of her. Nightwing challenges Kurumi to a duel. Nightwing bites the dust. Big Junko finds a heaping stack of pancakes that ought to last for the whole game. Think about how many pancakes it would take to make a heaping stack for Big Junko. It's gotta be like 20,000 times the number of pancakes are on the pancake sweater of Friday V over there. That's me. He's doing the same bit right now. I've asked Hero if he found anything useful. Fushima tries to build a stank out of 6 rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. Lian accepts the shadows. Lian gains the power of persona. Mahiru is being adorable as always. Hajime rather sneaks up on Kaede, the monster heal. Actually takes out the monster heal, which is a big move for this game, because she's been doing work early, and it's just been round 1. Kibo has found a table. Shoma recalls something about Masaru, stops quietly. Nagita starts to kill Mai's combat gear diverts the blow. Jotaro keeps trying to tell a joke, but it always falls flat. Shiro builds a rocket who's gonna take a trip in the favorite rocket ship. Go into disguise, little Chihiros. Sarah attempts to go Lian. Taka intervenes, takes out Sarah to protect Lian's life. Rindel pictures Lian Klein in various places. The Arc Country gives Sakura an Animo vision, which I could see. Wouldn't immediately think that she would be Animo, but I could see Animo, to be honest. Mew can't take it anymore and takes out her camp counselor. So much for having 3 people on your team. Eggman is looking for an easy out. Q-Taro's putting a death collar on Mew while she's asleep. Genocide Jack's red brain turns to an absolute pain to deal with. Vivia thinks of a dark poem. Halara found a dimensional scythe, and Reiko attempts to kill Togami, but Zhongli intervenes to protect him. Unfortunately, Zhongli dies in the attempt. And I will have to like zoom in to see this this terrible turnabout. So let me do this real quick, because I don't get the terrible turnabouts. All I see is the actual winners, surprisingly enough. So indeed, it is a terrible turnabout for Celeste, Tinko, Chiaki, Taichi, Noir, Ranmaru, Kaito, Masaru, Mukuro, Kori, Makoto. Is that Nightwing? Yeah, that's Nightwing. Kaede, Sara, Jotaro, Zhongli. Well, we still got a big old game to get ahead of us, don't we? Because, I mean, like, you know, let's do it. He's over here doing all of his fancy hand gestures. Boom, boom, boom. That man's over there. He is ridiculous. I still love him, and he's handsome. Let's keep going. I'm out here goofing for real with myself. I am. I pulled up this here thing, the new Champler, just in case it's not that, but like, I didn't even write that down for Dirk. I was out here like, oh yeah, well, that could happen, but I doubt it'll happen. And we didn't even give him the password for it. Here, let's go to the next round. Mai at the top of the round. Oh my god. Yeah, Mai's there. Kanan finds a dapper suit. Yuta still can't believe the movie Mew has killed somebody. Well, yeah, I think you should probably believe that. Alice found a fishing rod. Mishima wonders if she built a machine that makes Yakiniku. Nagito sets down a trap. Ayato wonders about the future. Panette gets caught in one of Nagito's traps. Now all she can do is hope to be freed. Ruka finds an open sign, a neon open sign. Hopefully, for the right supermarket, the best supermarket, AV's, Wares, and Despairs, not Lady Anna's, whatevers and whatevers. Chiaki's dead. Big Junko shoves pancake after pancake into her mouth. Millions of pancakes. Hiro hopes to never to harm anybody. Hajime tries to kill Mithrai, but retaliates and kills him instead. Chisa's only one guy for herself. The Arkansas grabs Angel and Natsumi. She gets a Dendro vision. Paimon finds my climate change remote. Okay. Kazuichi invites Yosuke to join his harem. Yosuke respectfully declines, saying, I think I can do a better job than you, sir. Monica is being chased by Big Junko. Monica uses the power of Hydro and creates, I assume, like a whole ocean behind him, so Big Junko can actually slip in it, because she's big. And we love her for it. Mas Koto, it becomes heroic, surprisingly enough. Rosario looks around for steps of ground. Sato accepts her shadow as Sato gets the power of Persona. Genocide Jack gets a Geo Vision. You can call her Genocide Jack. That's not a joke that I made the first time, and I regret. I'm glad I didn't. Kurumi slices Natsumi in two. Ruka dazes the Great Gozu. Kibo sets up a stable for grabbing Mondo in a headlock, throws him through the table. Aiba tries to build a tank and succeeds. Halara gets a pitchfork. Togami, there's a lot of blue. It's like a whole ocean of blue right now. Look at all these blue events. Togami gets a shotgun. Peko has found a table. Gen steals that tank. Gundam has found a Komodo dragon. I guess it is an animal. Hate that. Maki checks on her. She gets a demon. Maki gets a demon. Reiko found a wrestling singlet. Oh my. Still an object we don't see super often, but is super powerful. Mahu finds an axe. Crazy Yoko calms down for good. No longer the whims of subject to the whims of a changing brain. Now she's just kind of like, you know, a heel. Kizzy gets death collars on Shiki and Paimon. Mika and Monotaro, their fingers touch. Teru just wants it in already. Monodam twitches uncontrollably. Monofini swooshes the air with her sword. Shiki starts sobbing. Shuichi starts sobbing uncontrollably, but Shiki, Maki, Mew, Maskoto, Kibo, and Togami, not Tugami, are all forced to play the majority game. Maki received the most votes and was executed, as well as the sacrifice, who was K1B0 Kibo. For real, one day I'm gonna go like a violin simply to play that, and that's the only song I'm gonna learn how to play. Let's keep going. Reiko. Me, are you done laughing? Thank you. Reiko tries to creep up on Sakura. She creates a gust of wind, so escapes. Eggman sneaks attacks, Gin and Teru slaughtering them both. Mew is determined to survive this. Rindo wants this to be over already. Toko looks for her next victim. Monotaro thanks Mika for being there for him. Taka summons his persona, uses free A. The nuclear blast leaves a burn on Paimon's leg, you fiend. Xingqiu is ready to defend his friends. Mitrai already levels up his persona to Agilao. Munakata finally snaps. That man's is frenzied and with a sword. Y'all better run. Y'all better run. Futaba can't help it in my own genius mind. Vivia has actually seen the heels running wild and is determined to make things right. Vivia turns face. We'll all be. And I think he has a really good smile. I think he could be a really good face. Monosuke feels protected by his wealth. Actually, let me write that down. Me, yeah, you better write down the Vivia turn face. You better write down Vivia turn. What are you doing over there? Alright, let's keep going. You and me, let's do this. Monosuke feels protected by his wealth. Leon summons the persona, trapping Mika's speed and ice. Sayaka has found a table. Kyutaro sizes his muscles, and now we have like an ocean of red, to be honest. We got all these red X's and red events. Samuki is sick and tired of playing nice and actually turns heel, which, admittedly, makes a lot of sense. That sounds about right for Samuki. Hey, me, go ahead and write that. Yep, right? Yeah, you think so too, don't you? You sure do. I kind of love this. I hate that the mic didn't work, but I'm kind of loving this experience. Chihiro straps Reiko to his rocket and sends it to the moon. Reiko never returns. Chi-Chi and Kurumi are proudly posing with their titles. March 7th kisses Mahiro under the mistletoe. Kiss me under the mistletoe. Yosuke doesn't really want to Rapunzel having to get rid of Paimon. Yuma has been hot on Taka's trail for days now. Taka thought he got away, but Yuma delivered that final blow. Shoma artfully slices through Kyutaro and Genocide Jack in one fell swoop, and you have to remember the sword is still in play for everybody. So things like that can happen at any time. Keep that in mind. As a man who knows what goes on in the future, keep that in mind. Fiorino tries to go Kokichi with a Knight's Armor diverts the blow. Anna does her best to avoid Crazy Yoko. Haiji wasn't looking and fell right off a cliff. Kazuha stepped on the table before grabbing Toko by the throat. Kazuha then chokeslams Toko through that table. Monokuma knocks out Mitrai in a fist fight because he's like, bam, wham, bada bada boom. He is gonna hit you with his fist of doom. I didn't say that the first time, but you know what? It worked enough. Mitsuru, who I think is a sleeper pick, tries to get others to notice her. Yunjin practices pulling back that bowstring, and Kokichi looks absolutely glorious in that knight's armor. We are down another number of competitors, and more importantly, it is time for another status of all moments. And I'm gonna let him press that button. Go or press it. Hajime, Big Junko, Natsumi, Mondel, Maki, Kibo, Teru, Gin, Reiko, Paimon, Taka, Kyutaro, Genocide Jack, Haiji, and Toko. Alright, I think he's doing his thing. He's saying, alright, it's time to go, it's time to go. He's probably like, you know what, it's gonna be a big old episode, so we gotta keep this big old episode big on going. So you better push that button. You better push that button right. There's what, like 50-something people left? This man's out here like, oh my gosh, there's 58 people left. I'm gonna wait for you guys to really build you into drinking that intensity, because don't forget, this is still a championship episode. This man's has that championship episode swagger about him. We're gonna find out just how much that swagger will carry him as we go to the next round. It'll be round 3, and after all these blue items, I'm sure next round is going to actually be very bad. It's going to be a bad time, probably. Let's see how bad it is. Maybe not that bad yet. Maybe not that bad. We see the I don't like your cut G is Piccolo is neat and cool lying in various places to start things off. Maki's dead, and her demon doesn't remember it, and then it does remember it, it's all sad. Monica uses Hydro to playfully splash Alice. Alice is not amused. Shiro's got some other scraps. Kokichi looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. The person who would be dumb enough to believe him is dead. Rosario attacks him and kills him. Shuichi just wants to end already. Eggman K went to kill again. Mishima's thinking plans to get out of here. Furina challenges Aiba to a duel. Furina bites the dust, and you know what? I kind of believe that, but like, please don't bite the dust. Instead, come home. Furina, come home. Like that one song. Like, hold on, wait. Is that one song from SpongeBob? Hold on, wait. Hold on. I'm gonna pause the thing for a second. Because this is I hope I remember to pause this part. I'm going to have to because I'm gonna have to sync these up. And this is a song that like continues to live rent-free in my head for some reason. It's the song that's from SpongeBob, where the episode where Gary runs away and he's like, Gary, don't know I was wrong, I messed up and now you're gone. Boom, doom, 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 doom. Gary, I'm sorry I neglected you. No, I never expected you. That song, and then it's like, Gary, come home. That song lives rent-free in my head. And part of me is like, 90% of me wants to make like a Furina version of it. Furina, I know I was wrong. I used my wishes. Now you're gone. Hopefully, I'm a pitch that to to a JV. Okay, we can continue with the episode. I'm just goofing. Monopoly's got a persona. Yosuke kills Kazuichi in front of Peko. Peko rushes up, but it's already too late. Togami sets Sayaka's table on fire, then throws her through the flaming table. Hala wonders how far they can throw their pitchfork. Chi-Chi is now she's a part of that ghost team already, but now she's half ghost as well. Mahiri was ready to use her action if she has to. Kurumi tries to kill Mai, but Mai's combat gear diverts the blow. Mai rooting for you, baby. Shoma finds a bunch of Pokeballs. Still caught in the trap, Mika lays there moping, trapped in ice, his 4 feet. Yunjin thinks about what she did up here. Sato remembers how much he misses Sayaka, sobs quietly. Munakata uses a mysterious ass to knock out Shoma and Monosuke in order to put death calls on both of them. Lian upgrades Bufu to Bufala. Futaba accepts her shadow as Futaba gains the power persona. That's real canon. And Mii has this and sees that there's a big old majority vote. Why ain't he playing the music? If you don't calm this down and play that music right now, I'ma use my 2-fist and I'ma come at you with both of them fists and I'll be like 1 shot, a 2 shot, left shot, a blue shot. I hope I didn't actually not play the majority vote music. I mean, I can play it right now. As Mew, Togami, Mitarai, Monosuke, Shoma, and Mask Koto are all forced to play the majority game. Monosuke received the most votes, fair enough, but was unfortunately the keymaster and everyone suffered a rather gruesome demise. Most excellent. Alice casts his rod in the river, pulls out a sea bass, more like a C+. Nagito puts a death collar on Yosuke while he's asleep. Rendo finds my climate change remote. Kizzy uses a mysterious death to knock out Chi-Chi and Samugi death collars on both of them. Gundam gives his pet Komodo dragon a pat on the head. Eggman sneaks up on Vivia, but Vivia's known he's been followed for ages, counterattacks and takes out the Eggman. Cracks that egg. Mai has found a table, and that's why I love her. Ruruka waves her big stick around menacingly. Monotaro fails to grasp the gravity situation. Jiza feels sorry for Mika, frees him from the trap. Sakura uses a gust of wind to blast Monotaro right off of a cliff. Oh no. Crazy Hyoko's a monster heel. That's bad. That's real bad. March 7th is now enraged and Crazy Yoko is a monster heel. We saw what Kaede was able to do earlier. I think Crazy Yoko's about to do the worst of it. Monosuke cuts off Monokuma's arm, but Monokuma still has the other one. He's like, I bet you he still beats him with his one arm. He beats the taste out of poor Monosuke with his other arm. Anna found a fishing rod, now she can catch all the fish, which is fitting because that's from the same franchise that catch all the fish started. Samugi has a nice day cooking with their rats. Shiki and Mai charge her Crazy Yoko from both sides. Both of them get double tombstone off of a cliff, which seems like overkill. Panette was struggling the trap and cut herself pretty bad. She's now bleeding out. Ayato feels defeated after losing a teammate. He starts to feel lonely. Ayato, with his one arm, his watery arm, has let him in. Yuma tries to kill Kokichi, but Kokichi retaliates and kills him instead. Kazuha steals my soundboard. Wait, how? Kanon's very proud of her dapper suit. Yuta attempts to take out Crazy Yoko, but Crazy Yoko grabs Yuta, drags them into a cave, then ignites the cave in an inferno. Crazy Yoko only walks out. Monodam gets a Hydro Vision. Gozu puts a Death Claw on Rosario while she's asleep. Peko sits there with a blank stare, and Mitsuru is sick of Sato being alive, trying to put a bounty on one of the Hall of Famers. Mitsuru, not a terrible decision, is trying to play the game with her wealth. Will that work out in her favor? I'm not certain, but you know what I am certain about? It is time for yet another, not Claire de Lune. I think I've been saying Claire de Lune this entire time. Old me knows it's a terrible turnabout, or Assassin of All Moments for. Hiro, Fiorina, Kazuichi, Sayaka, Mew, Togami, Maskoto, Eggman, Monotaro, Monokid, Shiki, Mai, Yuma, Yuta. Well, I'll tell you what. This is all she wrote. No, it's not. There's actually plenty more to go. I'm looking at the end of the game, and it's all she wrote. Man, I could tell you this is some more. There's some more fun things that happen. We'll see how it all plays out. I know how I'll react. You'll see how he reacts. It's gonna be fun watching how he reacts. That man's over there, as much as he's a goofball and a dummy, right turnip boy. Yeah, he's pretty funny sometimes. I bet he's pointing at you saying, "Hey, there's some things happening, and you're gonna get to make some picks sooner or later." But he ain't gonna make them right now. Yeah. Let's go to the next round. Let me preload the next round for me. We're getting through this game. We are more than halfway through the game in terms of the competitors who are left. 41 to 48. And as we start off, Mishima finds a seemingly official degree from a powerful Archon. Will we see the Vision of Decree, or will I beat up the Raiden Shogun again? Yeah. Mika finds a low bikini. Rosario draws a summoning circle as well. Yunjin swooshes the air with her sword. Yosuke tries to kill Satsu for the bounty, but she narrowly escapes. Gundam moves around uselessly. Chisa's got dimensional size. Shuichi using mysterious stats to knock out Monodam and Halara, putting dust clouds on both of them. Sakura calls back the moment that she took the Knight's Oath, gets that Knight's armor, and she's ready with a gold around her waist and the armor plating her body to be the champion knight, the buffest of them all. Monophanes' persona also loves the Freya to Freyla. In a fit of frenzy, Munakata creeps upon Kokichi, slaughters him, and then Chi-Chi, as he's going crazy, just slicing up Kokichi, Chi-Chi shoots the blast of energy from her hands as the half-ghost. Munakata is unable to survive. Crazy Yoko's looking for someone dumb enough to believe her. Chihiro's being adorable as always. Monodam uses the power of Hydro, put out rather. Sakura's campfire says next time that'll be you, Sakura. Kizu snaps out of it. Futaba summons her persona, scorching Aiba. Monokuma seems unshaken by any of this, not gonna suss down a trap. Mitsuru is now Mitsuru 10. She's got that Omnitrix on her hand. Friday over there, that's me, is probably just singing the song. Leon just found a laser gun. Ayato ominously carries a lantern around. Sato hides in a bush. Oh! Well, look at who's shopping at the right shop right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe it is time. As Ruka hangs up the sign, Avi's Wares and Despairs is open for business, and everybody's forced to shop. All this foot traffic is doing a number on the store, so Xingqiu is hired as a janitor. Aiba tips over an aisle, which is other aisles to fall like dominoes, crushing and taking out Kizzy, Panette, and Ayato in the process. Rendo gets a 15% discount on a belt of Pokeballs. Yeah. Kana gets a 32% discount on a belt of not Pokeballs, just on a Vision. Yeah. A third discount as well on a stack of pancakes for the great Gozu. Mahiru takes too many free samples and is killed off by security. Anna, rather, gets a wish ring for 99% off, 33% off a dope chainsaw for Kazuha. Vivia and Yosuke joust with shopping carts. Only Vivia survives. I feel like I didn't read that event. Right this time. Halara gets a 69% discount on a Vision. Nice. Peko works at AV's restocking the shelves. Kurumi works at Yoko's here to gather intel. We're beefing. March 7th rather gets a free sample, is allergic, dies. Alice shops till he drops dead, and Samugi, Mitsuru, and Chi-Chi go shopping in the freezer section. Mika locks them all inside, freezing them to death. I don't know how Chi-Chi, suffered to the freezing cold when she is the freezing zombie, but it is what it is. We have lost another lot, and after that, once again, I expect we'll lose more after this saddest of all moments for Kokichi, Munakata, Kizzy, Panette, Ayato, Mahiru, Yosuke, March 7th, Alice, Mitsuru, Chi-Chi, Samugi. 29 remain, and we're still at AV's Wares and Despairs, don't you dare forget. I need to move this over real quick so I can make sure that we are on the road to crowning either new champions or seeing one of the greatest title retentions of all time. What will unfold? Let's find out how this game plays out. Well, not both champions on there together anymore. Now Kurumi's all on her own. Unless someone gets brought back. We'll click the next round and we'll see if that happens. Are we still at AVs? We sure are, because Monokuma gets a 25% discount on I actually play the music. Yeah, that feels more kosher, because now I can be like, woo! Monokuma gets a 25% discount on a Wish Ring. How spectacular. Shuichi has a blank expression, and Kazu says there's no more words for the great deals that are going on here. No more words? Did he say no more words? There's no way that there could be no more words. Okay, he's doing, I don't have to do it. What do you mean? You know what? Me, you can take the rest of it. I'm doing this. Okay, let me be for real. Vivi gets an animal vision. The almighty Shogun herself has decreed the vision. Her decree is back. Shincho gets a sword in the name of the Archon as a crazy Hiyoko decides to fight back. Chihiro takes out Monodam with water. Nagito destroys Sato with fire. In terms of their visions, Kurumi has no visions, gets the power of Cryo. Anna gets the power of Animo on her side. Mika attempts to capture Vivia, but Vivia is able to blast poor Mika off of a cliff with the power of Animo. Monodam catches a strange gold, gets an ancient scepter. Kanan gets a Geo Vision. Rindo gets a Pyro Vision. Halara and Yunjin are like, we're not taking sides, we don't need no visions. Miss us with that. Gundam picks up a Samurai Sword. Nofune gets a Geo Vision. Chisa comes back to her since she's no longer dazed. The threat of violence brings her back. Sato and Rindo charge at Crazy Yoko from both sides. She's still a monster heel, grabs them both by the throats, and choke slams them off of a cliff. Hold on, I love this. I do like this song a lot. Yunjin still can't believe that Kanan has killed somebody. Hey, whatever he's saying, he's gonna say. I'm gonna dance out to this. Okay, that's enough of the Jeff Hardiness. Hey, let's the game is gonna go on. It's a saddest of all moments for Chihiro, Nagito, Mika, Sato, Rindo. Oh, it's just these 5 this time? That's crazy. That's 5 people, but that brings us down to, I think, what, 16? 72 are gone, which is wild. Which means after so long, we'll probably be at your saving grace picks. Is it gonna be next round? Will it be 2 rounds from now, 3 rounds from now? Or will we even get there? Will 15 people perish next round? The only way to find out is if we proceed, and proceed we must. So let's do just that. Anna ponders how best to use their wish ring. Shuichi and Mishima decide not to take sides. They don't think this will last longer than a day anyhow, but Vivia unexpectedly cuts a promo saying they miss the old Crazy Hiyoko. The Crazy Hiyoko of the olden days, the one who was throwing thumbtacks around, not the one who was tossing people off of cliffs, dragging them into caves, inciting those caves to ignite, and then walking out as a monster. He misses Crazy Hiyoko. Not extra large. The Gremlin. This warms the heart of Crazy Hiyoko, and she resigns from her heelish ways. Wild. Chisa slices open a dimensional scythe. Kanan, before getting shoved inside, takes that scythe, whacks Chisa back across the back of the head with it, and shoves her inside instead. Monodam uses my soundboard, gets confiscated for playing copyrighted music for shame. Crazy Yoko then entraps Kanan and Vivia, the person who made that incredible promo, that speech right there. It feels like she just turned heel again against the face that was like, I miss the real you, the old you. She says, I'm back, it's me, and then drowns him. she's still a heel. Executive decision, she's still a heel on this one. Yunjin feels like jamming out, she gets my soundboard. Xingqiu mixes more AV brand disinfectant. Mishima sends out a Pokeball Alchemist Turtwig. Kazuha has no vision, but violence stirs something deep inside him. He gets a Hydro Vision. Monofini summons a shield protecting her from Crazy Yoko's attack, because she's still a heel. Monofini then causes the ground beneath Crazy Yoko to cave in, burying her alive Kurumi. Patrols diligently to defend those that she loves. Xingqiu and Kazuha surround Halara in a pond with the power of Hydro. Halara then electrocutes them both. And last but not least, Monokuma, well I guess not last, has no vision, feels something stir inside of him, he gets a Pyro Vision, and Gundam summons his persona using Zeo, shocking Yunjin, leaving them dazed and... Well, we're at a full 10, full stop for 10. So after this, last of the last of the last of the saddest of all moments. I'm trying to buy time because I got through this quicker than me in the past. Clearly I'm saying something to enlighten you, fill you with the mood that this is about to be on the road to the end. Remember, our final 10 still includes the champion. There is no new champ alert after the saddest of all moments 4. Oh, I wasn't ready. Kanon's there, and so is Vivia, Crazy Yoko, who turned heel again, Xingqiu, and Kazuha. They're all there. That's them. Yeah, okay. Now it's time for your saving grace picks. He's gonna scroll up, and I'm gonna go through them with you. I bet y'all need some new picks. If you had some picks before, hey, get ready to make them again, because that's the time. It's the time to be. It's your time to be. There's no chance unless you take your saving grace picks, and you know, that's play the music, me. You know, I can't hold them off for too much longer. I'm reacting to you, essentially. This is a me reaction video. It's your saving grace picks. First and foremost, saving grace picks include the champion Kurumi still holding on to that title, surprisingly enough, still ready to defend that title vigilantly. Will she be able to do such a thing? That is the real question, but we must scroll on to see who else is left as I try and pay attention because I don't know who it is at this point. Bum bum bum. Kurumi could retain that championship, and if she retains that thing, I want you to keep in mind she and Dinner Party are gonna have to be in that conversation. They gotta be in that conversation for the Hall of Fame. As we scroll down, we still see Yunjin. I think this team has been slept upon. They've been slept on this whole season. Perfect pitch. Kanon, she's a real go-getter. Yunjin, that's a Geo homie. And together, perhaps they could win this whole thing. As we keep on keeping on, we also see still in Mishima. Where there's smoke, there's Mishima's burning corpse in a pit of lava, but not right here. Right here we see Mishima's A-OK. I think that might have been too soon. Don't tell now. I hate that Hedgehog also sees Monokuma still in there, and he's like, can I carry on from my fellow friend, my fellow evildoer? We have Gundam still hanging in there with his samurai sword. He's feeling Logoth, and he might win this. And keep this in mind, he might win it for Paimon, who started off this season as champion. She walked into the season as singles champion, could be walking in as the next champion in tag team action, and we would all be forced to recognize and acknowledge her. Still in is the traveling saleswoman, the greatest of all time in your tables champion. We still, goodness gracious, Crazy Yoko had 10 KOs? That's crazy. We have Anna, who's still hanging in there. Your current tables champion beat a very dominant streak, or rather ended a dominant streak for Tamara. Can she start her own dominant streak here as well in the Danganronpa Hunger Games? Walk out with the singles, with the tables championship and this championship. Shuichi, carrying on for the Monster Hill Kaie Day. Still in there, still shell-shocked as well. We still also have Halara for Gamble Pays Off. Halara. Admittedly, you kind of expect Halara to make this far. That is the emperor, that is the ruler of the Kick Club. The leader of the Kick Club, rather. I feel like I lost audio for a second there. Monofini's still in there. For Flower Power. Still has a persona in there as well. Chisa is not technically in right now because she's in the Despair Dimension, but could get out. Could get out. Monodam. Don't take your eyes off of Monodam. That is damnation right there. Could win for Queen and Kiba. We'll see how that goes as we keep on scrolling. I think that's everybody. That's everybody. Make your picks first, second, and third. I'm gonna let me make my picks. All right, go ahead. Tell me what you got. What picks are you making? Okay, that probably means that you're acknowledging Paimon, so you're gonna pick Gundam for first. I see. Okay, and for second? Oh, I see. Oh, you're scrolling up and down, and as up and down means opposites. So you're gonna pick Monokuma for a second. Interesting pick. And for third, I don't know what you're doing right now. You're still scrolling up and down, and I think you're just doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You tapped your chest and rotated your breast, just so you're gonna pick the Karumi to retain. Let's do this, okay? Okay. So, we got Yunjin, Gundam, Monokuma, Halara, Karumi, Monofane, Mishima, Monodam. We also have what? The other one and the other one, Shuichi and Anna. Look, and they're all going strong with their hearts beating, racing the same pulse and fate as that of. A samurai woman. The audio is here, and so are we. Next round sees Monofane not surviving. Mishima tossed out a Pokeball, out comes Roserade, slicing Monofane to pieces. Gundam hunts for the Vision Bearers. Tisa has her energy slowly being drained. Anna watches Karumi, or wishes Karumi would disappear. Her whispering shimmers for a second, and then nobody remembers who's champion at all. In fact, I think that instead means maybe it was a new champ alert all along. Hey, major props to Karumi though. Major props. As we go, we see Yunjin comes back to her senses. Monokuma sets the force ablaze, catching Anna, Yunjin, and Mishima in the flames. Shuichi wants it to end already. Monodam postures an ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine. Halara summons a shock so powerful it fries Shuichi alive. That shock came from the kick that they delivered, let's be honest. It was like boom, boom, bow, 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 bow. Probably. That's just why I assume. When you see a shock in Halara, you assume it's a kick. That being said, we are down to your final four. It is Halara, Monodam, it is Monokuma, and it is the one and the only Gundam, who could win it for Paimon. But it's a sash of all terrible turnabouts for Monofane, Karumi, Anna, Yunjin, Mishima, Shuichi. There's 4 people left, and I think you know exactly what that means. Your final 4, who will walk out as your tag team champions? Well, between Halara, between Monodam, between Monokuma, and between Gundam, they all stand tall with the same heartbeat, the same pulse and determination. They did that before, but they're all kind of what we like to call within our final 5. It's your final 4, and it is indeed a championship, a golden crisis of fate. It is your final 4 competitors, 1 tag team championship, 1 goal. Let's see how it all plays out. Will anyone perish this round? Take us to the next round. Avi, click that button. Go ahead and click it. Go and push that button. I know you're saying that it could all end next round, and it might all end this round. Will it all end this round? Because there's just 4 people left. We can see Monokuma do what he just did again to end this game. Will he do just that? Next round sees it does not happen. Instead, we see Gundam cleaning up Mishima's rotten corpse. Monokuma's twitching uncontrollably. Chisa's gone now. Had the last of her energy sapped. Monodam can't handle the stress after losing a teammate, has become more cowardly, and Halara slices open a dimensional side. Gundam's in the despair dimension. He's gonna have to find a way out. We can technically continue because Chisa was already technically listed as out, as being in the despair dimension. That being said, now it's up to Gundam to try and find a way out of there. It didn't work so well for Chisa. Will it work well here? And this is where things get interesting. It is your final 2, and a ghost is in play. Rindo is back as a ghost. We haven't seen a ghost all around, but here we are, right here at the end. Halara lobs their pitchfork at Monodam, killing him instantly. Gundam's still fighting for his life, and Monokuma wishes for a glass of milk. His wishing shimmers for a second, and his wish materializes. He's gonna get a glass of water. He's drinking it up. He's got the strong bones. He's got the big strong bones. He's the big, strong bear. Terrible turnabout 4. I said a terrible turnabout 4. Thank you. Monodam. And here we go. It is your final 2, which means we are about to pay off this massive episode, this strange episode, this reactionary episode, so let's see exactly how this plays out. Who will it be? Halara? Monokuma. Monokuma is, here. He's ready to go. He's carrying on for Eggman, and keep in mind that he's partnered now with somebody who has been an icon lately. And the AEW has always been an icon since she's really stepped foot in it. He won the first ever Rumble. We're about to come to our second ever Rumble. He won the first ever one, and as we keep on going back and rolling back, do you also see what he did at AV Mania too? He carried that momentum all the way there and won the title there, and he could still be champion if he wasn't caught off guard by the hedgehog that he hates, the namesake of this team. However, that's not all that she wrote. He's got another chance, and now Monokuma's got a chance to bring him a title as well. But will it also be Halara? And when we think about Halara, well, if there's gambling going on here, you probably want to gamble on Halara. This was bound to happen eventually, Halara making it to the final 2. One of the greatest of all time, one of the greatest detectives of all time. They could come out for Celeste, Celeste was out first. Celeste was out at the very beginning of this whole thing. Will Halara carry on essentially winning this game by themselves? Will it be Halara? Monokuma, the ghost of Rindo, or some other shenanigan we see. Hopefully not a ghost round, there we go. Gundam avoids the dark trees, whose branches reach out to grab him. Halara tries to make their call look fashionable, and Monokuma has a strong sense of justice and turns face. Huh. That don't sound quite right to me, but I guess I'll write it down. I suppose I will. Jot that down, me. Okay, yes, I'll take that note. Thank you, me. Very, very nice. Rindo also plays around with his incorporeal body to pass the time. Nuts, then Monokuma turned face. Didn't think I'd see the day. We'll click the next round now, and the next round C is it? What does the next round C mean? What does the next round C? Tell me what the next round C is. Tell the people what the next round is. Are you kidding? Halara just found a flamethrower to see if anyone gets in their way now. Rindo must be out of dinner, Monokuma stares in the distance, and Gundam feels that energy slowly being drained. Will we have a champion named next round? Or will this game continue? No, it won't, because armed with their flamethrower, Halara torches Monokuma to a crisp. Gundam continues to fight for his life, but he's lost to the despair dimension, and Rindo plays around with his incorporeal body, passing through various things to pass the time, but the time is up. Their time is now, and so after this final terrible turnabout 4, Monokuma. I mean, like, and think about it. Y'all really gotta think about it. They won this whole game. I was gonna say she got out first, well, we'll say it all right now. Because you're winners. She got out first, Celeste, leaving Halara to carry the torch all the way through the game. It was a high-risk gamble, but boy did it pay off. Yelan now taking another tag team championship. Celeste now earning tag team gold. Didn't help in the slightest, but you can put all of your chips on them. You can put all of your chips on the one who will outlast, outsmart, and redefine the game. Halara, because you're winners. And new tag team champions. Roll the dice because the gamble has paid off. See, now I don't even have to worry about matching this fool at all. Not for nothing. Hey, we got through it 2 times, actually. However long this episode is, about an hour. Know that I've spent a second hour doing it. This was still fun. There's a certain charm in doing it this way. I will never do it on purpose, but there's a certain charm to it. I wouldn't be against, like, going back and reacting to the first, because I've thought about doing that, reacting to the first ever Danganronpa Hunger Games. It's me, I look at how much I've grown, because I think that there's things I could comment on, just like, oh my gosh, he was such a baby. Regardless, that's like me. First of all, Crazy Uncle had 10 KOs. That's crazy. Lara had 5. Monokuma had 4. Iba had 4. Mika had 3. Monofini had 3. Kaede had 3. Rosaria had 3. Vivia had 3. Everyone else with 2 or less. Bring up the tag team bracket. That's the big news because the gamble has paid off. Gamble pays off. Halara, Celeste, Yelan. Tag team champions of the world. Congratulations to those 3. They made it. Their dominant force may continue for quite some time. Because the wheel is reset, it's back at 5%, but we've seen it at 5% before, so strap in and get ready to see how the rest of the season plays out. I mean, I think that's all. We can actually cut him off for whenever, because, you know, I mean, like, it doesn't matter what he's saying anymore. I think he was just saying, hey, this Saturday, we're getting real close to the end of the first Trails game. Get excited for it. Things are heating up. Things accelerated so far, extremely. So, next week, we got some stuff. Hopefully, Twitch AV gets that Furina. It'll be Thanksgiving Day, and I think I would like for it to be Thursday, but given the circumstances, it'll probably be Dirk again. So we'll see how that goes. I'll make sure he has the password for next time. Oh man, that's all she wrote. I think we're done here. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for putting up with the shenanigans. Because this is a real shenanigans episode. I think this might be titled a real shenanigans episode. Congrats to the champions. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.